on an eerie night, such as tonight for instance, when the moonlight is unable to pass through the thick fog outside. You can hear the faint sound of a conch shell far off in the distance. It doesn't take long before you can hear it again, and this time it's much closer than it was before. Before you know it, you're rushing out to the beach. Through the fog, you can just barely make out a flicker of orange light, and then nothing. Out by the reef, it is dead silent, except for the crashing of the waves on the shore and the rocks below. Again, you hear the conch shell, but this time it's further out than it was before. Then, dead silence again. Another merchant ship has been claimed by the depths of the ocean. Come morning, you and all the villagers rush out to the beach to see what's going on. And you see wreckage that might have washed ashore from the ship. Somebody might even notice some footprints that are webbed with very long, sharp claws sinking into the sand. And as soon as you see them, the waves wash over them and make them go away. Lucky for your village, it was spared the carnage that might have faced last night. Welcome to all adventurers out there that decided to join us for our #1 pick of our top 10 scariest monster countdown for 2020. We are awfully glad you decided to join us tonight. Tonight's monster has been a part of Dungeons & Dragons since the Supplement 2 Blackmore printed back in 1975. And of course, we're referring to the dreaded Sahuagin, or Devil Men of the Deep. These savage bipedal humanoids are amphibious in nature, with razor-sharp teeth and spiked dorsal fins, which run down their back, starting at the base of their neck, all the way down to their tails, which are very, very powerful. They're mostly a dark green with an aquamarine color under their chin, maybe across their back or on their chest. Some even have traces of blood red and black markings, which look like tribal tattoos, across their arms and maybe their legs. Featured as the main antagonist back in the TSR United Kingdom's release U1 through 3 series, The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh, Danger at Dunwater, and The Final Enemy. Then, in 2019, Wizards of the Coast campaign collection book The Ghost of Saltmarsh reprised their appearance and brought them back out into the spotlight for a little while. And next year, I will be doing a celebration of the 2-year anniversary release of The Ghost of Saltmarsh with a full review presentation. Now, enough with shameless promoting. I will have links at the end of the video for my spoiler-free look at the materials used for The Ghost of Saltmarsh. And the Sahuagin will come out of the water at night to raid ships and coastal village settlements, which they find irritating that they're even there to begin with. They will go in there and kill any and all who get in their way and loot everything they can. Now, these creatures kind of sound like the barbarians of the sea. It might even be considered an insult if someone played one like a barbarian, because they are very highly intelligent creatures, cunning, masterful, and very tactical with their maneuvering. Something that I find very interesting about the Sahuagin is when they come face to face with a party, or even an army at that, they will focus all their attention on removing the magic users or individuals that display magic themselves. They fear magic and wish to get rid of anyone displaying knowledge of it. Of course, except for their priestesses. Something about their priestesses? They're the ones who answer directly to their deity, the shark goddess. Now, I might mispronounce her name because it's one of those tricky ones. We'll call her Sokoloth. Sounds about right. They start combat training as youth. And they're trained and very skilled in using nets, tridents, spears, crossbows, and very proficient at hand-to-hand combat. And they're able to telepathically link with sharks. Yes, I did say sharks. And they even worship them. They even have the same blood frenzy effect that sharks do. This makes them the ultimate predator that is totally able to rule all the seas. Now that would be if it wasn't for their mortal enemies, the aquatic or sea elves, who fight to keep these sea devils at bay and in their place where they belong. Tell us in those comments down below what you thought of this short presentation about the Sahuagin. I will be doing other reviews on the Sahuagin later on down the road. And while you're down there, hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon to get notifications of when we upload our next videos. Also, a great big thumbs up really does go a long way and lets us know how we are doing. We try to post videos every single week, unless our internet goes out or something like that. Like I stated near the beginning of this video, right over here, you can find 2 of my videos from the Ghost of Saltmarsh pre-release that I did way back around March of last year. Till next time, thank you for watching. Now, you have a good night and don't let the Sahuagin bite. Ha!